Hey everyone, it's Melissa Hawkins coming to you with another segment of Melly Talks. And today we're gonna speak about something that may ruffle a few feathers. I know I say that often because I know I'll be ruffling a few feathers. I don't mean to, but it happens. So let's talk about the Danny Lee situation. And I want to start off by saying that situation is wholeheartedly her fault and she put herself in that predicament. Now, what women need to understand is when someone shows you who they are one time, you need to listen. Listen the first time. Don't wait. Don't give them 2 tries, 3 tries because they told you exactly who they were and you chose not to listen. So, having said that, in the situation, I certainly believe that this could have been avoided. I have no sympathy for women who are in these type of predicaments. Um, and that is simply because this was something that she chose, all right? And what is really grinding my gears, and the reason why I felt like I truly needed to speak on this, because I feel like a lot of women can learn from this. You can learn from a situation like this. There are too many women that are coming across situations, speaking on the situation, and saying things like, she's a victim. I feel so sorry for her. When a woman carries your child, you're supposed to treat her like this and like that. And yes, that's true. Yes, it is true. Men have an obligation to treat the mother of their child with respect, but we have ultimate control, ladies. We have ultimate control. And if you do not understand that, then I need you to go back and watch a few of my videos so that I can help you. That is the whole reason why I do this, why I dedicate my time to this, so that I can help women be less delusional. Because that's exactly what I would say that Danny Lee is, delusional. You know, it is delusional and crazy to think that a man who has never claimed you, has never publicly claimed your child, has played games and gone back and forth between you, this woman, and that woman, will treat you with the utmost respect. Now, I'm not going to say that the baby is wrong because it's clear to me that that is who he is. And it's clear to me that he's never hid who he is from her. He has never pretended to be this picture perfect man who's gonna be loyal to you, gonna caress you, rub your feet, take care of you throughout your pregnancy. No, I don't get that from him at all whatsoever. The first strike, and the reason why I say when someone shows you who they are the first time, listen, is because in the very beginning of their relationship, right? Granted, these are celebrities. I don't know and I don't care. I'm somebody, I don't live my life on blogs. I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I, for the most part, focus on my kids, my husband, my family, and that's that. I couldn't care less about what's going on in the media. But women are using this opportunity and running with it, and not the way that they should. We need to stop making excuses for delusional behavior. And the women who are making excuses for this type of behavior are most likely delusional themselves. I need you ladies to understand this. Unless you have a man's last name, unless that man married you, unless that man gave you that honor, living with him means nothing. Posting pictures with him means nothing. Him telling you, oh baby, you the only one for me, blah blah, I'm done messing with blah blah, means nothing if there are no actions behind those words to back it up. And that is why I say that is delusional behavior and it must stop. She said herself, we have been together and everybody knows that we're together. I've been living with you for the past 3 months. That means nothing. All right? Living with a man for 3 months means absolutely nothing. And the fact that she was all, oh, I'm a side piece, I'm a side, yada, yada, yada. Granted, once again, women, we have control. If you don't want to be a side piece, if you don't want to be a side chick, if you don't want to be a side bitch, leave the man alone. There's your control. There's your power right there. You do not have to accept things that you do not want to. She had literally said herself, oh, I'm not just gonna stay, in somebody's house when they don't want me. Then what were you doing? I'm cooking and cleaning and he just wants to fuck me raw and come in me, blah, blah, blah. Why are you letting him? You can simply have stayed wherever it was that your family was at, stay by yourself, get whatever help, whatever aid you need to. She did not have to be in that predicament. And that's what I need you ladies to understand. You control your situation. It's not like she's dead broke and he was her only option. It's not like she was homeless and she had nowhere else to go. If those two points are not the situation, you have a choice. If you choose to stay with a man who treats you less than, how can you expect anybody like myself to feel bad for you? You made that choice. She did not have to bring that life into the world. I understand, like I said before, some women may feel like they are pro-life and against abortion, but let me ask you something. Is it better to have a child that you don't want, that man doesn't want, let's pause from that for a moment. When you have a child, everything is about that child. It is no longer just you. When you wake up in the morning, you think about that child. That child's your obligation as the mother. Your entire life changes once you have that child. So so is it better to have a child you don't want? Have a child that the man doesn't want, that the man's not going to be there for you. He's not even going to go to the baby shower. He's not even going to be in the delivery room. He's not going to go ahead and cut the umbilical cord as he should. You're going to go through emotional turmoil throughout your entire pregnancy. You're going to be miserable. It's difficult to be pregnant. It's not easy. Although every woman has their different experiences, it is not easy. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't matter if you're big. It doesn't matter if you're small. I am my size, and I still had a hard time throughout my pregnancy. And I could not imagine if I had allowed somebody to knock me up and rented my womb out to a man that does not deserve that. I could not imagine that. So ladies, why are we making this decision? And why are we making excuses for a woman who clearly ignored all red flags? You cannot ignore red flags and then be like, damn, I don't know why he's acting like this. I don't know where this came from. Absolutely not. Cut that out. When you do it, and then on top of that, she was, crying on the internet, crying and begging God to allow her to leave a man alone. That is a mental health issue. You are begging God, or whoever your God is, because my God's not a white man. You are begging God to give you the strength to leave someone alone. That is a mental illness, and that should not be overlooked. We need to stop making excuses for this type of behavior altogether. It's not okay. Now, I was a little bit mild with my tone when I said, when I speak about bringing children into the world and marriage. If you are not going to marry this individual, why are you having a child for him? Like I said in a previous video, you do not give boyfriends children. You give husbands children, because they took that step. They gave you their last name, and they took a vow to, whatever their vows are, but they took a vow to play a certain type of role in your life. Now, by all means, am I not saying, marriages don't last or whatever the case may be, but I will say this. If Danny Lee were to have had the standard of, I am not going to have a child with you unless you marry me, would she be in this predicament? Would she be living her truth on the internet in the way that she is? No, she would not. That is why I say this is her fault. If we marry before we carry, a lot of issues can be avoided. A lot of issues can be avoided. You cannot force a man to be a father if that isn't what he wants to do. You cannot force that situation. Now, I saw a post that I actually, posted on my page that said, men trap women with babies. Ladies, stop that. You cannot, listen, honey, you cannot trap me. You cannot trap me. And nobody should be able to trap you. Because if you are pregnant and you don't want that baby, guess what? You do not have to have that baby. It is more beneficial for you to not have that baby than to deal with all these extra things over here that will follow you for the rest of your life. I see it all the time in the mom groups that I'm a part of and what have you. Women talk about, yeah, I didn't really want to have this baby. Now I'm depressed. Now I want to kill myself. Now I want to, just pack my bags and run away and leave the baby here. That feeling would have been avoided if you did not have that child. Ladies, why are you not understanding that you do have a choice? And the choice is yours. All right? The choice is yours. You are the gatekeeper. There's all the extra nonsense that you go through with your baby daddies or your multiple baby daddies if you're a serial baby mama could have been avoided. Sure, some will make the argument of, well, if I have sex and I get pregnant, then I need to deal with the consequences. Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true. You definitely need to deal with the consequences. You definitely need to understand what comes with sex. But back to what Danny Lee was saying, he just wants to come at me. So he got upset that I got a plan B. Make him wear a condom. And if he doesn't want to wear a condom, you don't have sex. It's that simple. It is that simple. I have made it throughout my entire life. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Okay, I've made mistakes. But I have never let nobody baby mama me mistake. Because I take that very serious. And as you can see in my post that I made 2-3 years ago, I said, I'm not nobody's baby mama. I'm somebody's wife. And I'll be damned if somebody tried to baby mama me. Why don't more women have that mentality? Because what it is you allow a man to come in you, to make you a mother before you're a wife, and then you look for sympathy. You look for sympathy by saying things like, well, it's just me, or you have a husband at home, blah blah blah, it's just me. You made that choice, my friend. You made that choice. Life is all about choices. We all make choices. We all make decisions. And when we make our bed, we need to lay in it. All right? The situation with Danny Lee is a learning lesson for many women. And that lesson would be, if you are with a man and you guys break up, because he's messing with somebody behind your back or whatever the case may be, do not take him back. If you are with somebody and they don't claim you ever, do not have a baby by this individual. Because nothing's going to change. A child will not change a man that does not want to change. You cannot force that. You are delusional to think that you can force that. You are delusional to think that makes all the difference in the world. To think that a man who ain't shit is going to somehow become shit if now there's a baby involved. No, ladies, that's not how it works. We need to do better. A lot of people got on Kevin Samuels about saying, when somebody's pregnant and you ask them, hey, when's the wedding? When did you get married? That shouldn't be offensive. That should be the standard. Stop carrying babies for boyfriends. Stop carrying babies for men who ain't shit. Yeah, I seen this post that was saying, women go through so much during pregnancy. And a man should treat this woman right. Treat this woman with utmost respect because she's giving life. And that's something that is sacred. Yes, ladies, you're halfway there. You understand that it's difficult. You understand that it's sacred. So why are you doing these things for just anybody? Why are you doing these things for men who wouldn't even spit on you if you were on fire? Gotta do better. I'm not saying everybody needs to be married. What I am saying is, if you don't plan on being married, if you don't want to be married, Do not bring kids into this world, because kids deserve both of their parents. Now, it is not the woman's fault that the man is not shit or, doesn't want to be a father. It's not her fault. But it is her fault when she chooses to bring a child into the world anyways, regardless. Because at the end of the day, the child suffers. A child thrives in an environment that has both masculine and feminine energy present. Our young boys who are growing up in single mother households are not thriving because they have too much feminine energy and they need that masculine energy. Okay? Now, I understand that this opinion is not popular, and that's fine and dandy. If no one's going to say it, then I'll go ahead and say it. It is avoidable. You can avoid being a baby mama. You can avoid men doing you dirty. You can avoid this type of heartbreak and hurt by making better decisions. Danny Lee's a grown woman. She's not 17. She's not 18. This woman is 26 years old. And you mean to tell me that a 26-year-old woman did not know better? Something's got to change. And I truthfully hope that I can be that change. That I can be that change. That some woman will listen to what I have to say and say, you know what, Melly, you've got a point. I won't make that same mistake because I don't want my life to be this way. And now a lot of people get on my case and say, oh, do you hate baby mamas? What's your deal with baby mamas? What do you have against baby mamas? I don't have nothing against baby mamas. I really don't. I have absolutely nothing against baby mamas. If that's what you want to do with your life, okay. But you need to accept what comes with it and not complain. I don't want to hear any complaints because it was avoidable. If you're having sex with somebody and they don't want to use a condom, ladies, don't just say, okay, well, it's fine. Like you don't know that sex equals baby. May not happen every time, but let me just tell you, that pull-out method ain't it. It may work for a long time, but there may be that one time. All it takes is that one time, and now you're pregnant. And now you're a single mother. We need to stop glorifying single motherhood. Because there's nothing fantastic about it. Because any single mother, I guarantee you ask them, hey, would you prefer to have had the father around? Would you prefer to have been married? All of them will tell you yes. So if you would have preferred to have help, if you would have preferred to, when you're tired because you've been up with the baby all night and the baby wakes up early as shit in the morning, if you would prefer to have your man, your husband, your significant other go ahead, take the baby while you get a couple hours of sleep, I know you would. So let's stop glorifying it. Let's stop saying congratulations on being a single mom. Let's stop accepting that in our society because other races, other groups of women do not. Shit happens, yeah, of course, but you can avoid it, is all I'm saying. So if you agree with me or if you disagree with me, please leave me a comment below. Please like, comment, and share my post. If you are digging what I'm saying and what I have going on, it helps. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to what I have to say. I always have something to say. I always have some type of insight on all these situations because I genuinely care. Thank you so much for viewing and tuning in. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.